Hey, Shalom. Call halal Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yaki and pushing this word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Amathia from the GMS Dallas camp. And wanted to go into a quick lesson. Lord willing, this will be edifying to the elect of Israel. And what I wanted to go into is how, due to the the foul and wicked, polluted world that we live in, the Lord has to come back and bring fire to this place. He has to come and bring fire, especially here in Babylon the Great, aka America. Bro, when the scriptures say the earth will give into the hands of the wicked, Job 9:24. All right. We really have received this eye salve to see the true depiction, the true um the, the true aspect of that. Job 9:24, the earth was given to the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? This is really eye-open to see what not to do when you ruling a ruling. This man has done it, and I'm talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man. This is it's got to a point where it is so defiled. Bro, you wake up every day and just say, Lord, I was shy. When will you come and bring forth a recompense to these heathens, to the wickedness, to the wicked, to the 2/3? This is no way of living. Bro, the animals are not happy. All right? The animals are not happy. They're the trees. When you look at the trees, the plant life, the trees are not happy. They're not sprouting. They look lowly. They're slumping. The people are walking around here like zombies. All right, just looking, and all they do is just drink, do drugs. All right, majority of the women on depression medicine. Everybody have to have something to cope with this world, some type of coping mechanism. The food is not nutritious. Esau brought all the BS and trying to create his own food, on his own thing. All right, he's destroying the plants and try to say, "I'm got something better for you," and then he bring for something that can't produce fruit, can yield fruit. Everything is an agenda with this nigga. He wants you to buy from him, so he don't want you to create your own food. So he make the G to the M to the O's and take out the seeds, so you can't create your own food. And now it's to a point where he's implementing so many laws where if they see you growing food in some states, they'll say, "Hey, you're gonna get fined for that." They see you keeping rainwater, you're gonna get fined for that. But yeah, he's spraying death everywhere you look. Come on. So, bro, we see the wicked at hand. We see what the Lord did. This is something that's to have our eyes open on what not to do. This is help for us to prep for rulership because we see what not to do when you're ruling. So the earth got to do. The Lord got to bring fire to this place. Fire got to come to this place to purify it. It need purification. So it's time. This is Isaiah 6. No, it's like 13 and verse 6. It say, "How ye? For the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty." So it should be coming to a destruction from the Almighty. Matter of fact, I actually want to pull that up in the blue letter here because it gives you if it pulls up, this ain't even tripping for some reason. It brings you a perspective, a more up-to-date perspective of things here. Bear with me one moment, Salakia. This is Isaiah 13. Now I want to read it in the NLT. Start at verse 6 over here in the NLT. Look what this says. It says, "Scream in terror, for the day of the Lord has arrived, the time for the Almighty to destroy." So it's time for the Lord to bring destruction, to destroy. Verse 7, "Every arm is paralyzed with fear, every heart melt, and the people are terrified. Pains and anguish grip them like those of a woman in labor. They look helplessly at one another, their faces aflame with fear." You know what I'm saying? When you get to the point where you're just so afraid, you have seen people having heart attacks from the fear. You have people can't say anything. They're shocked, like speechless. When you're in shock, you can't. Some people can't move. You just like, ah, that's how like the priest here, Benaiah, like you say, that Dragon Ball Z Krillin spirit. They just shocked, you know. And that's what it needs. This is what it needs. Verse 9 to say, "Foresee the day of the Lord's coming." So we need that. The day of the Lord's coming. And it's going to come like a thief in the night. All eyes are going to see him. Destruction court draweth nigh. Right? This place is definitely over, bro. We just basically just waiting to endure and just see when the Lord makes his return. Like I say, he's not going to meet thee as a man. This nigga Esau. Maybe I'm just venting right now. Getting ready to hit the camp. And I was just thinking, damn, just seeing how the state of the people in this world. You go to the store or just be out at the park and you just look around. You have fake joy upon people's faces. It's fake joy. And when I say that, you can just look at people's faces and you can just see, people are struggling. They keep a smile on their face to keep them from crying. But yet they feel like, hey, we're gonna live this way. We're gonna live lavish. And when you say lavish, you just basically living check for check just to have food on the table each week for every little check. Everything is inflation. Everything is going up except your pay. So what people do? They drink themselves to death, smoke themselves to death, become addicted to so many things. See? Become addicted to so many damn things. And why would you want to deal with that? That's why we look for towards a new heaven and a new earth. This ain't living. All right, this ain't living. Shit. I'm just get a few more, and like I say, this is just something just seem like, just venting a little bit. Man, this is Zephaniah, uh, Zephaniah 1:12. It says, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled in their lees, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. And like I said, so this is the time the Lord visits. You have them 2/3 that feel like, hey, I'm gonna continue living in this world. They're complacent. They feel like the Lord ain't finna come back and bring forth destruction. They saying, hey, he ain't did nothing this long. Hey, the Lord is slow to anger, but when he do, we see in the scriptures, in history, what the Lord has brought forth. The anger that he brought forth upon Egypt. The anger that he brought forth upon uh, um, Sodom and Gomorrah. We've seen these things come about. The anger that he brought upon Israel during the time out in the wilderness, seeking the serpents on them, the ground opening up, and swallowing up people. Verse 13, it said, therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their house a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink wine thereof. Verse 14, the great day of the Lord is near, it is near, and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. The mighty man is going to cry bitterly. So you have all these great men in stature in this world under Esau's rulership. They're going to cry bitterly. And the Lord, as they say, crack them clouds open, because he's going to be setting up for a new heaven, a new earth. Like the movie New Look Up. He was in, well, Asher will come. We know by nukes and flames of fire by the chariots that this is coming. Verse 15, where I'm at here. Verse 15, it says the day is a day of wrath and a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and darkness. Because what it say, the day of the Lord is going to be darkness and not light. It's going to be very dark with no light in it. The Lord says, who is this coming through with Basra with dyed garments, Isaiah 63. This is what we're going to see. All right. And they're going to say this is the strangeness of his coming. All right. So we need this. We need the day of the Lord to come. We're ready for the day of the Lord to come. Lord willing, we're prepping ourselves and be prepped to withstand, all right, the things that we have to endure through Jacob's trouble. And yes, it's going to be a Jacob's trouble. We're not in Esau's trouble. We're in Jacob's trouble. We're still suffering. To the Lord comes to bring a divine intervention. As it says in Daniel 12, at that time Michael shall stand up and be an ensign for the people. Well, I said, until the end, we have to constantly endure what the Esau is bringing forth upon the earth. Hey, but the joy comes to us when we know that the Lord is going to come and delivers us up. Isaiah 26, the last couple of verses come up here, so we'll see to the destruction past. That's what the day of the Lord is going to be like. Isaiah 63. That's what the day of the Lord is going to be like. All right. All these different scriptures that go into the day of the Lord, we know what's coming. All right, we know what's about to happen. That's why we're prepping ourselves. We're coming to spread the good news that this rulership is not going to last forever. The transition to guard. All right, one can be transferred from one to another. All right, what is that? That's Sirach. Okay, 10, 10, 1 through 8. We know that's coming. So with that, hey, call halal Yahweh Shemiah Shai, Bahasham Waha, Rachakodash, double honors to the apostles, the great millstone. Peace and blessings to y'all. Keep pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.